Hey Leo, welcome into your reading. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on here for you guys. Universe, angel, spirit guides, please, let's go ahead and see what's going on for Leo. The situation, second week of March, okay? We're tiptoeing into the second week of March. See what's going on here for you guys. Eight of Pentacles, okay, Two of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. Some of you for work, this the first thing I felt and received, yeah, and Four of Pentacles. It's a lot of Pentacles, so we got to talk money and career and finance, and then we'll talk about love. A lot of you guys are working really hard towards your craft, whatever it is that you do for a living, or your hobby, or something. You could even be working on yourselves, your human construct, your garden. I don't know, but there you are. Even a relationship you could be working at. But you're weighing your pros and cons if you should stay or go, or where to commit and put all your energy into. You are now thinking about this. You are, yes, thinking about your stability, but you're also thinking about it from an emotional point of view. What do I mean? You're like, well, what's going to best serve me? What's going to make me really happy in my future? So you're weighing those pros and cons right there in regards to what you're going to do. Yes, that could be a relationship, a solid one, but moreover, it's just telling me that you're still holding on to some kind of old energy or old thing. All right, let's see what's happening here. Let's put those over there. What's coming in towards my Leos, please, this second week of March, please. Well, I can't not unsee this. But it's like one of those things where you lose something, but you also gain, right? So it's kind of like the universe is saying to you, we're not going to leave you unattended. But you are harboring some sort of pain, right? This is profound pain. And this could be very much in a marriage or a commitment. Others of you, it's a job that paid you very, very well, like a corporate job or some kind of job that you had. But a lot of you, it does look like a heartbreak to a marriage or commitment that you had. And, I feel like, it's hard for me to express words because I get downloads as I'm speaking to you guys. It's a rough week. It's a rough week for the collective. It's a retrograde that forces us to look at painful situations. I think the universe does this to us on purpose so we can purge and process, right? So we can clear space and energy for the new thing that's about to arrive. Because there is a new thing coming in for you, Leo. It's a passionate new beginning. Others of you, it's a passion project or a job. Okay, we'll see more when we clarify this. But this too shall pass. What's the surprise this week here for my Leos, please? Even I, guys, am having an extremely intense week for me on an emotional level too. And I'm not like a highly emotional type of individual. But it's hitting me heavy as well. And I don't know, maybe it's just I'm absorbing so much from all the signs. Could be. For you guys, oh yeah, this is what I was sensing. This stuff. Ugh. So I was like, why am I feeling so heavy and sad and heartbroken? You guys are going to be single, all right? You are going to do something from an independent point of view. It's like, like I felt like crying before I started doing your video. And here is death. There's no other way to look at it. It's interesting feeling that I'm feeling for this, though. You know something is dying. You know something is ending. But more of, I feel like the feeling is actually realizing it, seeing it, knowing that it's ending, and it's heartbreaking, and you see the things that, your mind is mentally preparing you to do down the road. You've been kicking the can down the road, but now you're like, I have to stop kicking the can down the road. I got to face this. I'm going to deal with this. I got to transform and transition from it too. So I think you're processing this week. All right, let's see what's going on. What's the advice here for Leo, please? Well, that Ace of Wands wanted to come out, boy. And so does Lovers. Lovers in reverse. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, which is Aries energy, Hierophant, Taurus energy. But let's get into this. And Lovers is Gemini. Okay. The one thing that's holding you back, Leo, is this Nine of Swords. This is in your challenge position. The Nine of Swords, which is stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. I mean, don't get me wrong. The planets are going nuts right now in the sky. So as is above is below. We're all having weird sleepless nights. We're all having funky dreams. By the way, your dreams mean a lot. So please record them, especially in this time phase. Lovers in reverse is making a choice, and I feel like you did. I just don't understand what's going on there, because it feels like the choice that you made was to reject it, right? But Spirit's like, you know what? Whatever's going on with the Lover, honestly, you really just needed to let it ride. Do nothing for it or against it. It's like almost you don't have to make a choice, because the fact that you're trying to make a choice over this, it's getting into your head and it's kind of making things a little kooky. All right. Interesting. I just feel like whoever this Lover is, the person that you're dealing with, might be going through the same thing you are. So it's kind of like saying no choice needs to be made there. I'm not exactly sure. I just feel like with this being in your advice, no decision should be made just yet. Plus, we have Mercury retrograde until the 20th. I really feel like everybody should be making those kind of big decisions after the 20th. What you guys should be doing up until the 20th is just keep developing whatever path you've been on. All right? Because this retrograde, you can't help yourself to go back, to think of what you used to do, what made you feel comfortable, and your mind just will revert that, even if it's a job or a friendship or a relationship. What is the outcome of the week, please? The Chariot, Cancer energy. Okay, so the interesting thing is that you have come to this point in life, Leo, where you're like, okay, this stagnated. This got boring. There's no more growth potential. There's no more elevation in this marriage, in this commitment, in this relationship with the Lover, in this job, in this career, whatever you're doing here. It feels like you've learned as much as you could, and now you want to keep growing. The problem is this comes with an expiration date. How are you going to get a 4-year degree if you stay in year 1? You can't. You have to be challenged. Do you rise to the occasion? Maybe you do. Does your partner? And that's where you're starting to see the differences. And this is the thing that's starting to be heartbreaking. But you have a mission. You are saying to yourselves, come hell or high water, I want a healthy relationship. Come hell or high water, I want love in my life. Come hell or high water, I want this for my career. I want to progress. How does anybody progress in their career if they stay with the same company for 12 years? You learn nothing new. You're not challenged by anything new. You don't know other avenues that exist out there if you don't move or change. In order for growth to happen in careers, you need to change your job, I don't know, at least 2-3 times in a decade, because you got to go up to the next stage. Or you won't. You'll just stay mid-level and you'll be there. And if that's all you want, that's great. But that doesn't show me that here. It shows me enough. Same in a relationship. Unless your partner grows with you to do different stuff, to change, to age gracefully together, you guys are just going to be like, what are we doing here? Right? So you're cutting your losses here because you have a mission. You have a plan for your future. Okay, let's start clarifying what's going on here for Leo. Tell me about this. The 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, please, here for Leo. Okay. 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and I believe this is the 8 of Pentacles twice. Yes, it is. Interesting. You are working on yourself, your craft, your hobby, whatever it is that you're working on. I think you feel left out. No, not I think. Oh, shit. That is crazy. I have the chills, guys. Wait till I show you what I'm seeing here. Those of you who know me, you know I use 2 different decks. Why? To see if the same card doubles down my message from the original context that I gave you. 2 in the same position, pretty rare. 8 of Pentacles is clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. You're keeping your head down and you're building this value for yourself, right? You're just churning it out. This is a great position to be in, by the way. If you're like in the 8 land, this is a good position to be in. But do you see, head down, head down. You're building as you're looking focused down on just like, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to work on this career. I got to work on this relationship. I just got to keep my head down and keep churning it out. That you are building this experience, this knowledge, these feelings, this maturity, all of that. That's what these represent, right? And then the other cards that are doubling down is the 7 of Cups, using the emotional factor of what's going to make you happy for your future. So who or where do you invest into that? All right. And then you weigh those pros and cons with the 2 of Pentacles, because you very much feel left out in the cold and you feel alone and you're not any longer emotionally satisfied. You're like, I'm out here alone. I don't feel like this is the right place for me. It's not emotionally giving. So weighing those pros and cons. Interestingly enough, your card is at the bottom of the deck, Leo, the Sun. The Sun is leading you to a direction and a path that is making you happy. You are definitely dealing with somebody where you had stability with, but there's an ending. There's a betrayal. And then it all leads to the Lover. Guess who triggered this? Yeah, you know it. Your fates. You're just doing 2 to 3 steps forward, Leo, and you're taking 1 step back. It's like your past is pulling you back, but there's a purpose. There's a reason for that. All right? It's not to make you suffer or feel bad. It's that challenge that you're going to grow from. It's to see something so it'll help you in your future. When it springs up again, you squash it for what it is. What is the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords, please? What is this pain in this marriage or commitment or this job? You finally have this honest conversation here with somebody. You put all your cards on the table. Yes, it's a little scary. Yes, you feel like you don't know what the future holds for you, but you're also ready to go into the future. Walk through that door. What's helping you is the curiosity. All right, what is the 9 of Pentacles in the middle of the week where they're doing something dolo? Dolo's doing it alone. What is the 9 of Pentacles, please? Two of Cups and Ace of Cups in reverse. Interesting. You are opting to stay single at the moment and not be with anybody in any partnership, regardless how you feel about them, which is odd to me, because you had the opportunity for a fresh new start in love with somebody where the feelings were mutual, but you chose not to take it. You chose to stay or you are. And I know it's because of Mercury retrograde is influencing you. Trust me when I tell you, your thoughts and feelings will change after the 20th. But you rejected a new love. You actually ghosted in lieu of you reconciling here with someone. Lover, yeah, you rejected a lover, clearly. And now it's stressing you out. Or it's like 1 minute it is, 1 minute it isn't. It's like you try to like push it aside out of your head. What's the Lovers in reverse and the 9 of Swords, please, for Leo in the advice? You're creating a burden for yourself. You're sitting here and talking to somebody that you're not talking to somebody um, that actually is emotionally mature and available, but you're kind of like shunning it. You're kind of not even talking to them. But Spirit's like, hello, Leo, this is the time for you to use your intuition. This is where you're going to have to weigh your pros and cons. Literally make that list if you have to. I know you're looking for your stability. I know you want to be nurtured and nurture right back. See, you need to use your intuition because I see this person is crossing you. Can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be, but this person very much is available. But it's something here has turned into a burden, so you said no, thank you. But Spirit at the same time is like, instead of stressing, why don't you really like practically make that list, that pros and cons? And honestly, use your intuition. What's it telling you? It's there to guide you, protect you, serve you. What's the Chariot, please? Clarify the Chariot. Yeah, the Lovers is back here again, but they're in the upright position. You just have fear and, concerns over your future. So you're kind of being cautious with the Lover. And the Lover is a profound connection, I have no doubt. So you're still doing what you're doing. Make no mistake, that bomb is gonna land soon enough. All right? On whose house or with which person or partner or job or career, you know which one it's coming to. But right behind it is definitely marriage, commitment, or career. This is the thing that's been already put in place. Ironically, this very much needs to happen. Why? So your happily ever after comes in. Interesting. Oh, interesting days ahead, Leo. But this is setting you on a path. It's setting you on a course. So this is, when we take the 2 steps forward and 1 step back, this week we're talking about the 1 step back. So, what's going on here for Leo in love? What are we going to talk about for the love in extended, please? Deception. Oh, we're getting into this card. Someone's wearing a false mask or a self-deceiving false mask. Like somebody here could be deluding themselves or kidding themselves. Others of you, your person could be deceiving you. We'll see. We'll get into it. And let your friends help you. You know how they say love is blind? Sometimes we just don't want to hear any evil, see any evil, or just see anything because we're in the moment of happiness or bliss, or we're in pain, or some deep emotion that we can't see things clearly, because that's what I'm feeling here. Let your friends help guide you through this. Okay? And finance and career is at the bottom of the deck. We'll process this. But Spirit, give me from Angels of Abundance, for those here who are here for health and wealth, a tip or advice for Leo. God is your source. Interesting, guys. Okay. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Guys, it's an infinity pool. When the universe has ways of giving you opportunities, they will, right? So everything is supplied by the source of God. Just have faith. And as you do, as you believe in that, those opportunities comes in. Okay? All right, that's what I have for everyone this week. Members, I'll see you over at Extended. Everyone else, I'll see you on the next one.